800 CHAB is proud to present Ask the Expert. Here's Rob Carney.
Do you know the rules of the road when it comes to school buses? What about your children? Do they know the safety rules? Greg Marcyniuk at Heritage Insurance is on Ask the Expert. Greg, this school season, the new school year is upon us. And as you know, as you've seen, as we've all seen, school buses are rolling out there. And there are a lot of things we should keep in mind, not only as motorists, but as parents, and the children need to keep things in mind too, with school bus safety, frankly.
Exactly. This time of year, the kids, they've gone through the summer. They're excited about school, and kids getting on and off the school buses are excited to see their old buddies and their new buddies. So number one, we have to be very conscientious as drivers to be aware of it, and then number two, we've got to let our children know what to do when they're getting on buses and getting off buses. Just as far as some quick statistics, Rob, more than 80,000 children ride school buses daily in Saskatchewan. In 2000 alone in Saskatchewan, there were 16 casualty collisions involving school buses, resulted in 23 injuries and 3 deaths. Of the injuries, 7 were from the school buses themselves, and the other 16 were occupants of other vehicles, and the deaths were occupants of the other vehicles. So the biggest safety threat for buses is when children are unloading or loading. Traffic congestion, as usual, in school bus loading zones can lead to accidents. I know around our school at Sunningdale, there's always a congestion of vehicles, either in the morning or at noon. So we must, take extra care and slow down a little bit more. Even though it's 40 clicks, just slow down and be careful out there. And again, when approaching a bus, begin to slow down as soon as you see the flashing red lamps, and so the bus driver can see you are going to stop. And you may not pass the bus once the flashing lights are activated. So if those lights are activated, if there's a stop sign out, it is law to stop and let those kids get unloaded or loaded, whatever may be the case. Also, please keep in mind that not all buses have that red stop arm that swings out there. So you want to make sure that if those lights are flashing, that you do stop.
That's the red lights. When those red lights are flashing on the school bus, you must stop.
That's right. That is law, and big tickets and big demerit points if you do pass a bus while those lights are flashing. Now, I think it's very important that you do talk to your child just about a couple of these safety items when it comes to loading or unloading from the bus. You should always stand at least 3 meters, and that's 2 arm lengths away from the curb when waiting for the bus to come and pick you up. So if you stand too close to the road, drivers may not be able to see you until it's too late. So make sure you make your children well aware that stand back from the curb at least a couple arms lengths. And again, I know kids are excited when the bus comes up. Only approach that bus when that bus has come to a complete stop. So again, just remind your child of that. When they do get on board, be considerate of the other passengers. Find a seat as soon as you get on the bus and stay in that seat for the entire ride. Also, it's okay to talk, but keep it quiet so that the bus driver is not distracted, so that he can do what he has to do, and that's drive your children safely to and from school. So, make sure your children are aware to try not to be a distraction to that bus driver.
Good tips, good advice, and school bus drivers around the Heartland are loving you today.
That's right, and they do a great job out there taking care of the children out there. So again, please be safe out there, and as always, if you have any questions, please either check us out on the web at nohasslinsurance.ca or come down and see myself or any of our fine ladies at the corner of 1st Avenue and Fairford Street West, the one with the red truck on the roof.
Greg Marcyniuk, Heritage Insurance, downtown Moose Jaw, on Ask the Expert.
This has been Ask the Expert on 800 CHAB.